Hello guys and welcome to this new Unreal Engine tutorial, and today we are going to see how to set our bullet impact settings and damage on character. Okay guys, let's get started. So before we start guys, I need you to fix some error that we have made in the last video. So go back to our bullet blueprint, and you need to set the static mesh at the first scale before default scene root. Okay, guys, and then you go back to your weapon base BP. You remove this link by pressing Alt plus left mouse button. You split structure pin on the transform. You link location to location and rotation to rotation. For the spawn transform scale, guys, you need to reduce it because when you shoot using this the value on one, the bullet will be too big. So we will set it as 0.12, and we compile, guys. For the test, we see that the bullet is acceptable now. Of course, for you, you will set it less than that because the bullet need to be really small. So guys, what we are going to do now is going to the bullet BP and create a variable, a float variable, and name it damage. Okay guys, this will be the damage that the bullet will put into our character. Guys, for this variable we need to check instance editable and expose on spawn. When we do this, guys, and compile, then when we go back to our weapon base blueprint on the node spawn actor bullet, for now we see nothing, but when we remove the class and we reset it as bullet, we will see a new node here named damage. This is the variable of the bullet that we have just created, the damage. Why have I done this, guys? Because the damage of a bullet will be set depending on the type of your weapon. For example, an AK will make more damage than a pistol. Okay, you have seen the point. Okay, guys. As for the bullet, we will create a new variable named damage also for the weapon base. Okay, guys. So this variable need to be changed depending on the type of the weapon that you have created. So for the purpose of our tutorial, we will use a damage of 20. Okay, guys. Now we go back to our Unreal Engine 4 character, default character. We will set a damage system and a die system. So we create new custom event, add custom event, name it damage. You create a new variable named life. It's a float variable. You set the default value as 100. And now, guys, every time the event damage will be triggered, the life will be set as life minus b. How to get a variable here, guys? You right click on the custom event, you press new parameter, and you name it life damage, and you set the type of the variable as float. Okay, guys, we are going to use this one. We remove the previous one. So now every time the damage event is triggered, the life variable will be set as life minus damage. Then the function will check if the life is less or equal to 0, if it's true, guys, it will trigger a one-time function. We can have this by make do once. This is it. And then we play a montage of that animation like this, guys. And then in the blend out, which mean the end of the animation, we destroy the actor. Guys, in order to, it's not the subject of today's video, but in order to make montage animation work correctly, you need to go back to your anim instance blueprint and then add slot default. You will find the montage slot default like this. This is the place where the montage animation will be played. Okay, guys. Okay, let's go back to our bullet now. We are going to create a new event, which is if the static mesh will hit something. In order to have this event work perfectly, we need to check on the static mesh component, simulation generate events. We need to check this to true and compile. Also, guys, sorry, in the collision, we need to make it block all. Okay, guys, this is very important. And also, guys, if you are using a custom mesh for your bullet like this, you need to make sure that the collision is enabled here. Okay, guys, use simple collision, guys. Okay, now how do we get this event? We drag this component and we click on component hit. And there it is. We have our component. Sorry, our event. So now, guys, for debugging purpose, I have put this print string node, which tell me if the bullet is hitting something or not. Every time it's hitting something, it will say hello. Then, guys, I will cast to our character blueprint and look the object to other actor, which means every actor that the bullet has hit. And then, guys, in the as UE for ISP character, I will pull this and type the function damage that I have created before. There it is, guys. Now I have the damage that I have set before, which will be removed from the life variable. And for the life damage, I will plug in the damage variable. And I will use this node for the because the previous one is corrupted. Then, guys, I will destroy the bullet. It's very important because if you do not destroy the bullet, it will continue making damage on the character, even if uh, uh, even after the first time. And also, guys, we need to make sure that even if the bullet do not hit the character blueprint, our character shortly, it will also be destroyed. This is we do this by casting failed to destroy actor also. Now, guys, if we test it, we will see that every time we shoot on our character, if the life variable will be 0, we will have nothing. Why? Because this is why. Because this is why, guys. On the spawn actor, when we spawned the bullet, we have forgotten to look the damage variable of the weapon on the damage variable of the bullet. The default value of the weapon is 20. So now, in 5 bullets, the character will die. This is for the damage on character, guys. Now I will show you how to set impact on the bullet and have a specific effect depending on the surface that you have hit. To do this, guys, we need to create physical material. So we create a new folder, right click on the mouse, physics, and go to physical material. Choose this one, select, and you name this wood, for example. This one, I will name it metal. Another one will be blood, and another one will be concrete. Then, guys, we go to edit, project settings, search for physics. You go all the way down, and here, this is the surface type that you can find on your game, guys. You need to set the names of your surface. So the first one, I have already set it as wood. The second will be metal, blood, blood, concrete. Okay, guys, and you just close this. Now you open one by one your physical material, and on the surface type, you will find the surface name that you have set on the project settings. For this one, this is blood. You choose blood, save. For the metal one, metal, concrete, and wood. This is it. Now, guys, on our bullet hit event, you split the hit node, which is in blue, and you search for hit physics material. You type surface get surface type, and now, guys, you need to have the two nodes. The first one is sound at location. The location will be the hit location, and the sound, you will choose a sound depending on the surface type. So I will pull sound and type select. In the index, I will plug surface type. And now, guys, you can see that I have the four physical material that I have created. And now this is the sound played depending on each surface. Now, guys, I don't have sound which corresponds to a hit on wood or metal or blood, but you can just download your sounds effect and use it on your blueprint. Okay, guys, this is for the sound, guys, and now we need sound emitter at location, or if you are using Niagara system, you can just put sound Niagara. There it is, guys. Also, you connect hit location to hit location, and for sorry, for the emitter effect, you do same as before, and you plug surface tape. Okay, guys, and you set your effect or emitters depending on your preference of the surface that you have hit. Now, guys, to trigger these nodes, these spawns, You can do this before the destroy actor, or you can just use a select node, sorry, a sequence node, this, and you connect the second one here, here, and here. Guys, something very important. Don't forget to check. You select static mesh, you type move, and you check return material on move. Because if it is a moving object, it will not return the physical material if you do not check this this setting. Okay, guys, for the testing purpose, what I am going to do is a debugging node, which is length string. Okay, on the surface type, I will connect this here, and now it will return the name of each surface. In order to test it, guys, I need to apply my physical material here. Now, so for the wood, I will put the wood. For the concrete, I will put the concrete. For the metal, I will put the metal. And for the blood, I will put the blood. Okay, guys, let's test this. Test it. Take our weapon, and now you can see that there is blood, concrete, wood, metal. So it's working, guys. So guys, this is pretty much everything for today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and follow every new video. So see you next time, guys.